Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hey folks, Ernie here with Wicked Awesome Workshop, and I'm ready to look at my hair sticking out. I need a haircut so bad. Can't even keep it under the hat. Alright, so I'm ready to do a quick demonstration of the Moveable Jig System. It's pretty cool. Now, I don't have many jigs for it yet because I spent the last few days making standalone jigs. Things that don't require a system. Also the interchangeable bracket system that we've put out. So, whoa, look at that. I need a haircut. So it's late. I gotta go to bed. I gotta work tomorrow. My real job. So let's do this real quick, and I will do a more in-depth video probably tomorrow or the next day. That will we'll start with this thing all in pieces, and I'll go through on how to put it together. And yeah, so we'll give a more in-depth review and how to use it and stuff like that. But for now, we're just going to do a quick demo, try to keep this under 5-6 minutes. And so what are we talking about? Let's have a look-see. We're at xTool. That's what we're talking about. So this is a movable jig system for the F1 Ultra. That one. And there it is. I have the patriotic theme. So I spent tonight making new parts. Instead of the basic black and green that I've been using. And this one is red, white, and blue. Maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if it's not, get the hell out of here. No. It's a little loud, a little kiddish, for lack of better words. Like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's kind of cool at the same time. So this will be a color option. We'll have, like, you know, colors will be green, black, red, white, whatever the ABS-GF colors are. There's not that many. It's like 5 or 6. And then one of the other options will be patriotic. And so if you order one of these and you get the patriotic theme, this is what you'll get. So what is this? It's basically a frame system. And I will engrave all the parts so people will know, so you won't get confused. Jig plate, center rail, bottom rail, top rail, side rail, etc. That way, when the instructions say get piece whatever, attach it to piece whatever, you'll know what they are. These little pieces over here have little hole cutouts, and that's what holds the T-nuts. Well, I say T-nuts, but hold on a minute. Alright, y'all saw me pressing these earlier if you saw that video. It's like a T-nut, but it's not. The reason it's got that funny shape is so that I didn't have to do supports when I made these. So I'll talk about that a little more in the other video, but right now this is just how to use it. So basically, the jig plate is where you affix the jig to, and the center rail is what controls this axis movement, so it can go up and down. And then when you are where you want to be, just tighten the thumb screws here. And these are just M4 screws with a head on it that I 3D printed and pressed in there. So tighten that up, and she won't move. Now she's locked in place. So now you decide, you know, I need to just go a little bit to the left, or I need to go a little bit to the right. Now we're not bound by the 35mm jumps, right? And if you guys ever have other rail systems, like for fiber lasers or whatever, you get this type of thing, right? So it allows you to move it, but only on one axis. You can't move it up. You can only go this way, or you can only go that way and not that way. So that's what prompted me to come up with this design, so that we can have free movement on both axes. Now I can move it left and right. Some of you might be going, What? Who cares? Well, if you don't think that's important, then don't buy one. But for some of us who have done lots and lots of batch jobs, it's important. One other thing that you'll want to notice is sometimes your laser is not centered. Imagine that. I've already talked to a few people who have trouble getting center on their laser because it's not right. So even after they've adjusted the manual adjustments up there, if you have an F1 Ultra, you know what I mean, you can adjust the lasers up there and it's still not right. I got to calibrate mine. In fact, mine's off from the camera, so if my camera says it's going to engrave right here, it's really going to engrave up here because my calibration's not right, and that's just probably from taking it to events back and forth and banging it around. So if you do take your laser to shows, you're going to want to make sure you check that. And while I put these screws in here, I'm being an idiot because they don't go in yet. That's what I get for trying to talk and hold the camera and do things all at the same time. These center screws are what holds... Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, see, I told y'all it's late. I am doing it right. This is why I was going to make the jigs a different color, because now I'm confused at what's what. But alright, so I just put on the squaring jig, and I was doing it right, so ignore me and my stupid comments. You tighten this up. That keeps it on there. And then once you decide you have it where you want it, then you tighten up these ones. And I will give you an Allen wrench in the shipment when you order one of these. I think they're in the other room, so I can't show you. Yeah. So when I do the other demonstration, putting this all together, I'll use all the tools that are provided in the kit. That way you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to be like, oh, I don't have a fancy Allen wrench. No worries. I will 3D print you one, and it works great. I've already tested it, and I made the ends with some special fillets and chamfers combined just to give it a little extra support at the L bracket so that it won't break. Alright, so you see there, she's snug. She ain't going anywhere. She's locked in place. So now, if I'm doing jobs, I don't have a patch on me, but I got these hat clips. So let's pretend I'm doing hat clips, right? And I want to just stick it there. The squaring jig is pretty basic, and you know, some people may not even see a need to have a squaring jig, but sometimes you don't want to go with the hassle of getting another jig out, or if you even don't have a jig. These are so useful. You just throw something down, butt it up there, line it up, engrave it, take it off, put another one on, engrave it. Every single one's going to be exactly the same, right? Engrave, you're done. Engrave, you're done. So squaring jigs can be very handy because now you don't have to worry about if it's square, because it is. Everything on here is square. That's the reason I built it the way it did. So then you drop it on the floor. So let's pretend I have other jigs made, right? So when it's time to switch out and you want to do something different, you just take out these two screws, which is pretty quick and easy. Take that out and put on a different jig. Let's say now we want to do some koozies. And we need to move this, so we just loosen the thumb screws, push it up. Probably going to want that all the way at the top for koozies. And man, doing this shit one-handed, I tell you what, one of these days I'm going to be smart and set up the damn tripod again. But the fact that I can sit here and do it one-handed shows you that it's pretty simple to use. Line that boy up, get him in there. This was just one of my prototypes for the koozie jigs. The koozie jigs that you guys order won't have this in there. If you want it in there, it will, but you just tell me in your message and I'll make it. But they're going to be plain. I decided to go that route because when they're plain, you can engrave them. And now they're customizable. So this is for the standalone. You can still use this on here, but it's going to be silly. It's going to be a little higher. So this is made for those that just go on the deck without the system. But this is the koozie jig that is made to go in the system, the movable system. So there you go. Tighten that boy up. Now one thing you could do, if you notice your engravings aren't doing well, they should be fine. So anyway, if you're not familiar with the koozie jig, basically you lift it up, it's on a hinge, slide on your koozie, get on there you son of a bitch, and push it down. And the door will still close. I made sure everything has room. So now you can engrave it. Now sometimes if your design, mine normally don't come down to the bottom, but if yours come to the bottom and you notice the angle maybe isn't great, you can put those screws up here instead. So you can take them from here and it's put them in there. The other two screws down here will still keep you tight. So, but there you go, boys and girls. That is the movable jig system. I will have it up on the web store here soon, either sometime tonight or in the morning. And yeah, there you go. If you have any questions, let me know. Later.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over